Oh man, it is so good to be doing this. Let's go. Ah, yes. Some individuals may experience dizziness, seizures. Some contents of this game are presented to preserve as originally created. Well, no shit. If you're here for stuff involving lawyers and parrots and dolphins and orcas and other crazy shit, let's go. Creating new save data. Let's go. English. Thank you. Yes. Welcome to the Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy. And I have to admit, I am just so happy. I am so happy to be playing this. It's been a couple of years since I did the Phoenix Wright trilogy, and this came out earlier this year. Obviously, I was playing stuff like Persona and Yakuza first, but this stuff is so good, man. Text skip, no. Text box transparency, no. Let's keep it low. Wait. Oh, autoplay. Well, I'm not doing autoplay, so it doesn't matter. Hide. Language. English. Without having to press any button. The answers to questions, presentation are all handled on your behalf. Interesting. Considering how I play, this would be beneficial for me. But I can do this on my own. I have my trusty guide with me like I did last time. Consultation. After failing to present... Oh. Gee. I think we're okay. But yes, we have stuff. Set music and background. Okay. But yes, we have Apollo Justice, we have Dual Destinies, and we have Spirit of Justice. Oh boy. Now, what I will say is I am going to be voice acting all of it. Whether that ends up working in my favor, I don't know. But I'm going to do the best I can, because it's been a while since I've had to do that. So here we go. Ah, I see. Wow, they even give you like little bits and pieces. That's interesting. Okay, so they give you like little sub-chapters in them. That's an interesting change, because this is being played on the PS5 as opposed to the PS4, but yeah, let's go. Showdown time. You lose. Ugh. I seem to be in a bit of trouble. Yeah, something like that. He's dead. Someone hit him. Hard. Me? Please. Cop should be here any minute. I'm in your hands, should it come to that. Okay, hopefully it doesn't autoplay right now that I'm actually doing the thing. Okay, there we go. Cool. So the difference between Apollo's voice and Phoenix's voice, I'm gonna usually do Phoenix in my normal voice, is Apollo's gonna be a little like coarser or gruffer. I'm gonna try that and see if it works. Panic. I'm sweaty. I can admit it. I'm nervous. Oh, good morning. Good morning, sir. You look tense, Justice. Wound up tight. Wound up, sir? No! I'm loose. I'm fine! That screeching noise. Is that your voice? I suppose it's to be expected. Your first trial, and it's a homicide. I guess justice doesn't start small, huh? I'm fine! I got up at 5 a.m. to do my Cords of Steel voice workout. I'm fine! Ah, that explains it. I did detect a certain rasping quality in your screech. I overdid it again. I've been coughing since I started, since I woke up, so this is perfect. As you know, your client today is a good friend of mine. I wouldn't want to let him down, if you get my drift. Drift gotten, sir! I'm all over that drift. I'm sounding like Gumshoe whenever I say sir. As it happens, I dined with him the night of the murder. We can't let this case fall through. Yes, I'm fine, sir. One more thing. Don't say you're fine quite so much. People might take you the wrong way. I'll be preparing a case. You might want to introduce yourself to the client. My name is Apollo Justice. If it isn't clear already, I'm a new attorney, and today's my first trial. Not that I'm worried or anything. The defendant's been accused of murder. My boss wants to help him out, of course, and so do I. I mean, there's no way he did it. Not him. No way! Oh, crap. It's Hobo Phoenix! Oh, good God. Whoa! Huh? Good, morning. Morning. It's all up to you today. First trial. Nervous. Meeting him. Cardiac arrest. Cost? Priceless. I think I'm supposed to say something. Help? So you're... fine! I'm fine! Mr. Fine, is it? I did remember you having an odd name. Well, we're off to a great start. Are you sure you're okay with me? Mr. Gavin's a top-notch defense attorney, and he's your friend, so why? You'll see. Huh? You can do it. Be confident. I'm really sorry this happened to you. It's time. Shall we? Yes, sir! So yeah, it's very subtle, but I am trying to make their voice different because I am going to be switching over to Phoenix in the next game, so I'm gonna have to. Okay, I need to focus. First trial. Here comes justice! And what's worse is I'm gonna have to be even raspier for the fucking judge. That's just great. The court is now in session. The prosecution's ready, Your Honor. The defense is fine. Ready, Your Honor. Mind going blank. Don't panic. Ah! It's too late. Your name is Mr. Justice. And this is your first trial? Yes, Your Honor, but I'm fine, really. Are you quite sure? Your voice sounds quite strained. Mr. Gavin. Yes, Your Honor. I was under the impression that you'd be handling this case. That was my intention, yes. However, a defense attorney must cede to his client's wishes. And my client specifically requested Mr. Justice. Well, of course he wants justice. But to entrust his case to the Greenhorn, why? I do not exaggerate when I say that you're the best defense attorney in town. Okay, so Gavin's got trial experience. It's fine, but does he have cords of steel? Then let's begin. The defendant may enter the courtroom. This is truly an unfortunate turn of events. I'm sorry we had to meet again under such circumstances. A long time no see, Wright. Let's put the past behind us, shall we? These days, I'm merely Phoenix Wright, piano player. Mr. Wright, how could this have happened? I won't speak further of it then. If the prosecution would be so kind as to explain the charges, Mr. Payne. To think. I saw you enter this room as a fresh attorney, and now I'll see you leave in chains. Oh, Winston Payne, subtle as ever. Ahem! The crime occurred at the Borscht Bowl Club, a Russian restaurant. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, took the victim, a customer, and he hit him, wham! On the head, smack! Killed him cold! A customer at the restaurant, you say? And the defendant, you say he was the pianist for the club, it seems. Phoenix Wright, a pianist? This is the weapon that took the victim's life. A bottle of grape juice. Grape juice is apparently the defendant's drink of choice. The court accepts the deadly bottle as evidence. Something to note, Justice. All evidence is filed with the court record. Make a practice of checking it frequently. The court record? Right, I've heard of that. It's that thing that I sort of use sometimes. I'm confident in your ability to handle this. Right, just use R1. Sounds like a hands-on option. So the victim was a customer at the restaurant. But just who was this Shady Smith fellow? He sounds shady. We believe he was a traveler, Your Honor. A what? According to his passport, he'd been out of the country for a number of years. He had only just returned to the country recently, though his place of residence is unclear. And he had some sort of connection to the defendant? That too is unclear at present. We believe they first met at Borscht Bowl Club on the night of the crime. If they'd only just met, then why murder? Perhaps the victim slighted the defendant's piano playing? That doesn't appear to have been the case. No. The motive has nothing to do with the defendant's lack of playing skill. At least not piano playing. I'll let this photo explain what I mean. As we can see, a game of poker was in progress at the scene of the crime. Wait a second. Isn't poker gambling? That's a crime in and of itself. Indeed. It appears our defendant has fallen to becoming the basest sort of criminal, as I hear a fucking ambulance coming by. There we go. Objection! It is true that the defendant was engaged in a game of poker, yet it was only that, a game. In the purest sense. A competition. A competition? Yes. Test of wits. A silent clash of passions. Only the cards, their backs wreathed in blue flame, know its final outcome. Come again? The cards on the table have blue backs, Your Honor. I believe the defense was waxing poetic in an attempt to mystify those present and impress women. Well, Have you seen Kristoff? He could do that. That will be our first order of business here, then. To find out more about this fatal game of cards, if the ambulance would stop bothering me. Real life has no place for me in the courtroom. God damn it. Very well, you will testify to the court about this poker competition held the night of the crime. My pleasure. This is it. My first trial. Here goes nothing. Okay, they done yet? They done yet? I hate living in a downtown zone. I'm the pianist by trade, yet I can hardly play at all. My real job is to take on interested customers at the poker table. The room where we play and the competition there are the club's main attractions. The rules are simple. We play with two decks of cards. That's all it is. A game. And our customers are happy. A pianist who can't play piano? Better than a defense attorney who can't defend. Ooh. Very well, the defense may begin the cross-examination. Right, Your Honor. My first cross-examination. Don't blow it! Are you alright? You're sweating bullets. Bullets where? It's a figure of speech, Justice. Your voice sounds strained and raspy, too. My brain feels strained and raspy, sir. You've watched me perform cross-examinations many times. Though you've never done one yourself, have you? You need a refresher. No. 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 No need for help here, sir. I think I've got this one. I think you'd better do more than think. You know it, or you do not. I'm fine! The cords of steel are ready for battle. My weapons, press and present. Find any inconsistencies, any lies in the testimony, reveal them. And that is cross-examination. Learn it, know it, do it. Inconsistencies? Lies? Phoenix Wright? I mean, when does he ever bluff about anything? As if. He would never lie. And it's up for me to prove it. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Okay, so if I ever stop, it's usually to look at things. So press the room we play. Okay, press on that. Okay. So there's 3 presses, it looks like. Real job, room we play, and rules are simple. Okay. Press. Hold it! They pay you just to play piano? Or play poker? I was going to play piano. That would seem to be the case. I am a professional, after all. Ah! Do I detect pride in that statement? It's just hard for an honest, hard-working member of society like me to imagine. Yes, your imagination was always a little limited. What? I played poker for 7 years in that little room, and I've never lost once. What? You see why customers come now? Defeat the undefeated poker champion. It's quite a draw. That is, I'm quite a draw. What? You never lost once? Not even one time? As I said, I'm a professional. He's played poker for 7 years and never lost once? Is that even possible? Room in a crime scene photo. It's an attraction? It is quite a history, actually. Worst Bull Club used to be a gathering spot for black market types back in the day. Black market? All in the past. Things like the black market are only on the silver screen nowadays. Suffice it to say, there were a lot of deals being made under the table. Right there in that smoky room, gambling hoods, you know. Just looking at that picture makes me feel bad. The bosses gather around the table, cutting deals, safe from the eyes of the law. Meanwhile, a goon keeps watch through a small window. I could practically picture it now. That window does look like it'd be good for keeping an eye out, with little else. The room had a few other tricks to it, though it was common knowledge to us regulars. At any rate, they came to play poker in a room steeped in history. Despite the dark past, it was all just good, clean fun. Hold it! 2 decks of cards. A simple measure to prevent cheating. If you alternate 2 decks, no one can slip in cards. And there's something else I noticed. In addition to the cards on the table, there's some lying on the floor. Precisely. Cards on the table. Cards upon the floor. Each one forming a complete deck. The crime scene painted blue by a sad sweep of cards. It's poetic, really. Incidentally, we use 2 types of cards as a club. One deck of cards is red, the other blue. As I recall, in poker you make 5-card hands. I can see how it'd be easy to cheat. Yeah, a game of hands. Huh? This competition you're talking about. I believe the court understands the nature of the game sufficiently. That's right! It was a simple game. Are you sure? Huh? People are not murdered over simple games, Mr. Justice. Defendant, you were in the room the very moment the crime occurred. Yet you claim no connection to the crime? No, that's strange. What's strange? I was testifying about the competition. Asking me about the crime at this point is against the rules. Of course, I expected to hear a cry of objection from the defense. Ah! I completely let that one slip. Don't despair yet, Justice. Sir? Right, there's something I'd like made clear. Namely, your connection with the case at hand. I'd like to hear it from you. Sure. Why not? Very well, the defendant will amend his testimony. Just one little press, and I've got myself a whole new testimony. I plead silence regarding the murder, but I'll never say I touched the murder weapon. Oops. Whoopsie. Nah, fuck. Objection! God, that's loud. Wow, I got a freaking... Seriously, you gave me a fucking achievement just for yelling, objection! Had to go off mic for a second. Jesus. You say you didn't touch the murder weapon? This grape juice bottle? Right? So I said. Something the matter, Mr. Justice? Whoop-ah, look at my stupid hair. Too bad a new defense attorney never learned how to play dumb. What's this? I examined the bottle in question, and it's covered in the defendant's fingerprints. No need to shout, Mr. Justice. I can hear you just fine. Excess yelling can damage the judge's ears. And your case. What about my cords of steel? What's so strange about fingerprints on a bottle? Well, that's true. Prints alone ow! Oh, they wouldn't prove a thing. If they were normal fingerprints. Huh? But the fingerprints of the murder weapon were upside down. Upside down? What does that mean? I mean, he was holding it inverted. There could be only one reason for that. Uh-oh. To brain someone with the bottle. Ah! Mr. Gavin, I think things took a turn for the worse. Oh, I see no problem. Huh? The only thing that matters is the truth. There's a good reason for everything. You'll see. Defendant, can you explain your fingerprints on the bottle? I stand by my plea of silence regarding the murder. For now. Not very cooperative, are you? This could hurt your case. Well, I'm sure he's uncooperative because he's hiding something. There must be some reason. Objection! Your Honor, you seem to have forgotten something. And what might that be, Mr. Gavin? On the night of the crime, who was it who reported the murder to the police? Reported? Well, that was the defendant, Mr. Wright, but still... Really? Yes, well, according to the case file, the murder was reported to the scene by a call from the defendant's cell phone. Near the scene. Let's take a look at the diagram of the murder, shall we? The victim was murdered in a small room in the basement 2 floors down from ground level. Of course, cell phones can't get reception that far down. The defendant used the stairs in this hallway to go above ground. The call came from the 1st floor. I see. And this is the phone that made the call? The defendant could have just fled the scene if he so chose. Yet he fulfilled his duty as a citizen, hey, that's my name, and reported it to the authorities. And you claim he is being uncooperative? Nice save, Mr. Gavin. Better not waste this. I think the prosecution has toyed with our client enough for the time being. Toyed? I assure you no one is more serious. What was it you said? The defendant was in the room the very moment the crime occurred. How could you possibly know that? That's a good question. How indeed? The answer's simple. The prosecution has a decisive witness. You're as good as they say you are. So someone else was in the room the night of the crime? That must mean they witnessed it. Everything up till now has just been a warm-up. Are you ready? Very well. The prosecution may call its first witness to the stand. Oh, God. The witness will state her name and profession. Hold on just a moment. Where's the witness? I surmise that she's been frightened by the defense's demonic-looking horns. So I used a little hair gel. Relax, people. Relax, people. Have no fear. If any horns point in your direction, the court will cut them. Ow! You... sure? I swear it on my gavel. Please, come out. Isn't violence against hair a crime, Your Honor? If you're sure it is okay. No. Wait a minute. Would the prosecution care to explain the witness's paraphernalia? Yes. She's a professional. Those are merely her tools of the trade. And that would be... My name is Olga Orley. I am employed as waitress at Borscht Bowl Club. Then why the camera? Of course, it is my pride to serve borscht in naming restaurant. But I also perform as other service. I take it one of those other services is taking the customer's pictures. Like, for example, this is what. That's the defendant? Indeed. On the night of the murder, Man in white hat is one who'd gone kaput. Indeed, that is the victim. Order! Order! This is quite a piece of evidence to casually drop into our laps. It's the same way I drop cold bowls of borscht in laps of customers. Casually. Then the court will casually accept this new evidence. Now, witness, where were you at the time of the murder? I was in the room. The hideout, we call it. Clever. Excuse me? The hideout? It's this room where famous gangster bad guy was arrested. A room where murder took place. What? Your look of utter surprise. It is lovely. I'll post my courtroom door later for you. The photos will be numbered. You'll write off which ones you want copied. So there are 3 people in a room at the time. The victim, Mr. Wright, an older, or witness. If Mr. Wright isn't the killer, then that means... Very well, witness. You will testify to the court about this night's events. Alright. Yeah! Okay. Should be able to save. Options. Hooray! Hooray! Look at me! I remember how to play this game. It's great. I'll save it here just to make progress there. Alright. Cool. So we'll be talking to Olga Orly next time. Welcome to what is going to be a lovely playthrough. I'm going to be quite long, but I'm going to love every single second of it, and I hope you do too. See you next time.